it's me. I don't like the way we left things earlier, and I have a class in a little while, but can you just call me when you get back from wherever you are?
Cole, what can I do for you?
You could stay away from Star.
There you are. Why didn't you show up to our writing class? I did. Late, except it didn't matter because class was canceled anyway. When did Ford decide to bail? I'm not sure of the exact moment. James thinks it has something to do with you. Are you giving Ford another chance?
Not in a million years. Not after what he did to Jessica.
I wish you'd gotten here sooner. I don't like to bleed in public.
Brody did this.
Well, he would have done more, but there are witnesses.
Was he okay when he left?
Okay. The guy found out that the kid he thought was his could be mine. It's pretty hard to see the sunny side of that.
I shouldn't have walked away. But for weeks, I've been thinking about this baby as mine, and it never occurred to me.
Why would it?
I was hoping Jessica would still be here, but now I'm glad she's not. I don't know what to say to her, Natalie. And after she told me, all I wanted to do was to find Ford and beat the life out of him. And don't worry, he's not dead.
And did that help?
Yeah, for about a half a second. And then I went right back to being paralyzed. I mean, what am I supposed to do now? Huh? Just go on like nothing's wrong? Wait till the baby's born and see who it looks like?
I thought you were going home to see your dad.
I did.
What happened?
A couple of things. My mom's ashes were delivered to the house today.
It must have been hard.
When I got home, my dad was sitting there with the urn, or whatever we're supposed to call it. He was just sitting there, lost.
I'm sorry.
It's just so unreal to think that that's my mom. That's all that's left is that container. No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. You said a couple things happened. What else?
Oh, I got this text message. Look.
What? I'm coming for you. Who sent this?
Well, the number was blocked. But I'm pretty sure I know where it came from.
Hey. I've been thinking about you. Are you all right?
Wait, because my wife died? She's in the living room if you want to go and say hi.
It won't always be as horrible as it is today.
Thank you very much. You can go now.
Unfortunately, I can't. We still have a paper to publish, and I really need you to weigh in on tomorrow's lead story.
Oh, scrap it.
For what?
Bloody brothers. Murderous sibs in cahoots in Tahiti.
What are you talking about?
Eli Clark and Ross Rayburn. Partners in crime.
You know that Ross has been alive?
Yes. For some time now.
So all of these months, Ross has been behind the scenes aiding and abetting?
That's what in cahoots means. Yes, I know it's a lot to figure out, but why don't you go back to the office and figure it out, okay?
Okay. All right. Right after I stop by the police station to get a quote from John McVeigh.
No. You don't need him.
Eli was his case.
I don't care. Leave him out of it.
Okay. What's going on? What are you up to this time?
What did Ford do to Jessica?
The same thing he always does. Got her into bed.
No way. Are we talking about the same Jessica, my cousin?
Oh, yeah. I know. I couldn't believe it either. But then Brody showed up and started wailing on Ford, and it all came out.
Oh, my God.
I know. Brody was crazed. He started accusing Ford of taking advantage of Jessica, and Ford couldn't even deny it. I was literally sick to my stomach.
That is so awful.
No. What's awful is that 2 seconds before Brody showed up, Ford was making this whole big speech about how he was going to change his life. He was going to be a better man for me. And then I come to find out that the whole reason he was getting himself tested at the hospital that day was because he was afraid that he had gotten hepatitis C from Jessica.
I just don't get it. I mean, she's so in love with Brody.
Yeah, now. But before.
When she thought she was a teenager?
Mm-hmm. I think Jessica probably went over to Ford's apartment on prom night looking for Christian, but ended up with Ford instead.
The night of the prom?
Mm-hmm. The same night that I caught him with Karen.
So after you left, he just...
Exactly. He hit on the next woman to walk straight through that door. It didn't matter that she didn't know who she was or what she was doing.
That's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, even the half of it. Poor Jessica.
Hey, don't worry about Jessica. She's with Brody. She's getting married. She's happy. They're having a baby.
Yeah, a baby.
No, you're not saying.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm saying. That baby could be Ford's.
It all worked out. The baby was going to be Brody's no matter what, and I was fine with that. I wasn't going to say a word, and I thought you weren't going to say a word either.
I know. I had a sonogram today, and Brody kept on looking at the picture, and I just kept on thinking about how he's going to get more and more attached. And then, what if he finds out that he might not be the father? I couldn't chance it. I couldn't keep on lying.
Well, for what it's worth, I told him I was staying out of it. I told him even if it was my baby, I don't want it.
Yeah, well, if it turns out that it's your baby, Brody might not want it either.
You know what gets me? It's partly my fault Jessica ended up with Ford that night.
Your fault.
Yes, I told her what Mitch had tried to do to her when she was absolutely not ready to hear it. That's why she ran and ended up with him. So how can I be mad at her? I have no right. But for all those months, when Jessica didn't remember me and she was acting like a teenager, it was hell. And to have it turn out like this...
Yeah, but Jessica wasn't responsible for her actions.
I could say the same thing about myself. I wasn't responsible for sleeping with you because I thought I'd lost Jessica forever, and it scrambled my brain.
Well, I think alcohol had a big part in that, but Jessica's situation is very different.
Yeah. Yeah, and now I'm in a place I never could have imagined. You know, I might be the father of 2 children. I might not be the father of any children. And I might be the father of a child with the wrong woman.
Okay, you know what? I don't even think that is important right now.
Don't kid yourself, Natalie. It's more important than ever.
You don't have time for an interview, Kelly. You're on a deadline.
I'm talking about one comment from the detective who was following you.
I said no.
Why?
You're afraid that John's gonna cast a doubt on your so-called exclusive? Do you know if we cannot back up what we publish, we are asking for a lawsuit?
If we don't sell papers, we're out of business.
Okay, so you're fine just lying to the public now?
I don't care about the public. I care about Danny.
Is she the one you're lying to? Your own daughter?
I'm pretty sure the text is from my dad.
I don't get it. Why would Todd send you?
No, not Todd, the one I grew up with.
Or Ross Rayburn.
Des,
Hey, what are you doing here?
I just wanted to make sure you were safe.
I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be?
Well, maybe Ross knows that he could be in some kind of trouble, and that's why he's trying to reach out to me.
But I'm coming for you? That doesn't sound like reaching out, Danny. Sounds like a threat.